today we are going to be reviewing all of the Ultra Sun and Moon trailers that have come out recently. Now, I've said all this kind of stuff in the past, but I finally got to do it. I was supposed to record this last Friday, but a whole bunch of stuff happened, busy weekend, lots of procrastination on my part. But I'm finally here. I'm finally gonna review these trailers. It's not technically a review, we're just gonna have a look at them together, give my thoughts and discussions upon it, and see what's going on. For the sake of this, I've actually slowed down the whole trailers and cut out the music completely. So all the music you can hear in the background is a remix, and whoever's done it, I'm gonna link it down below. Show out the love and support there. I've got all these trailers linked down in a playlist, which are already linked on my channel. I'm going to leave the link down in the description below. Yeah, so we're just going to get into it. Ultra Sun and Moon are coming out this Friday, 17th of November. All the hype has gone over all the last few months. It's going to be out this Friday. I'm so hyped for these games. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play them on the channel because I don't have a capture device, but we're slowly working our ways to figuring out how to do that. When that finally happens, we can get a whole bunch of the new generations, Gen 6 and 7, and we start let's playing them on the channel. But for now, let's just have a look at these trailers, yeah? So we've already started it here, so I'm just going to hit play and see what happens. Here we go. We got lovely Pikachu, the new start of everything. Ultra Sun and Moon is going to be absolutely killer. I'm actually really digging the logos for both of them. The original logo is added with a bit of black to nothing. Black is always a bit of good. So obviously we're starting off with the same three starters as again. Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. It's not bad. It looks like we have... That looks dope. That looks dope. Oh man, Riki. Not bad. So I'm going to slow these down. I'm just going to go back to parts that I like. Especially this is the first trailer that came out months and months ago. So the new Alola map looks absolutely dope. You can see that little wormhole that's coming up right above one of the islands. I'm not sure which island it is. I like the new look for our characters. I'm digging the board shorts with the underneath. And obviously character customization is one of the biggest things that I really, really enjoy in the X and Y games and in the Sun and Moon games. I wish they had an Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I saw this a long time ago. Rockruff's Special Evolution, which is the dusk form of Lycanroc. My thoughts... I'm a big fan of the Lycanroc range. The line. Midnight form, midday form, and the dusk form is something I really, really like. I guess one of the main things that came out when we originally saw Sun and Moon were the original two evolutions. So that's the end of the first trailer. Let's go back and have a look one more time. Let's play through one more time and have a look at what we're getting here. Again, with the Lycanroc evolutions, I'm actually a big fan. Midnight form is obviously my best. My favorite animal in the world is a wolf. And I debated for a long time as to who to make the mascot of this channel, because the idea for this channel came up when Sun and Moon originally came out. And Lycanroc, the midday form, is at the very, very top of that. I'm going to pause this here on Ryuki. I think this is the Pokemon Battle Dome, I'm not sure. Homage back to, actually I saw someone mention this, that the room in this actually looks a lot like a Lieutenant Surge's gym from first gen, and the trash cans on the floor look pretty dope as well. I love seeing all these customizable, these custom characters throughout an entire series. I'm not actually sure what role he's gonna play, but he looks dope. Obviously I think he's gonna be dressed like a Pokemon that he's gonna use. So we'll see. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. Alolan Vulpix, awesome. Yeah, nothing much else to say upon that. Now here's why I want to stop for a sec. As soon as it zooms out here, so boom, right there. So we're gonna stop there. We're gonna stop it right there. As you can see, the map of Alola. I've always said that I'm a visual kind of person, and this is something that appeals to me unbelievably. I believe that's Pony Island. I'm not sure. It's the last island that you go to, and I'm checking out that Ultra Wormhole. That's obviously the Ultra Wormhole, the wormhole that's coming above it. It's casting a nice gloomy shadow over it. I'm digging the color scheme going from one side to the other. Really nice, warm, vibrant colors. it's pretty dope, man. Yeah, let's continue on. Let's continue on. And obviously, the orange that's in this is also related to the new Rockruff evolution, which is orange as well. So I think it's a good homage to that. Obviously, the new characters look pretty similar to what we had before, just sort of new outfits. I'm not sure how old we're supposed to be in this game. I think we're supposed to be late teenage years. So that's pretty dope. I'm not completely sold on the new Dusk form. I think they needed to do something a little bit more different design-wise, because the difference between midnight and midday was one was on 2 legs, one was on 4. I'm not seeing the need. I'm not seeing the need, but obviously Rockruff and Lycanroc are two of the Pokemon I really enjoyed coming out of Gen 7, so I'm pretty keen on those two as well. So yeah, awesome. That's the first trailer down and dusted. So we're gonna get into the next trailer, which is gonna play really quickly. So this one is the second trailer that's coming out. Let's go through it. Proud warrior against a new powerful new weapon. Not bad. I'm not actually sure how I feel about Z moves, to be honest. Oh, it's Komodo. Is it Komodo? Komodo. Yeah, that's it. I knew it was. It's a Z. Oh, so this one's got a new Z power itself. Actually, I'm always a big fan of the pseudo legendaries that come out of each gen. I haven't actually had a problem with any of them. Goodra was one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's a really nicely designed dragon Pokemon. And this one, I think, really pays homage to the island sort of feel of Pokemon that they're trying to give. And the scales and stuff that it gives as well, acting like a headdress, acting like a tribal kind of symbolism there, I think is really cool. And I also think the one thing I do like about Z moves is the whole new move animation that they have to go through with it. And obviously giving certain Pokemon specific Z moves, I think is pretty cool. And this obviously looks super dope. I also like how all the battles we've seen so far, they're taking place at dusk. The background is orange. Well, this is now in a simulator, so it's kind of cool. And it's also, so we now know Garchomp and Salamence are going to be in the games. We don't know what the full Pokedex is, but there's apparently going to be over 400 new Mons in the game, which isn't too bad. And I like it. Komodo has always been one of my favorite Pokemon to come out of Sun and Moon. And again, I still am replaying through Pokemon Moon at the moment and getting back into the story and still exploring Alola for the first time. So I'm kind of keen for these games, to be honest. And I love its design. I absolutely love its design. It's a fearsome dragon. I don't think there's much else to say with this one. My thoughts on Z moves, I guess. I think they're an interesting dynamic to the Pokemon games in themselves. I think they're an interesting dynamic. But for me, I'm still getting used to Mega Evolutions. I recently started learning about competitive battling. Shout out to my boy Spicy Cookie. We've been doing a whole bunch of battles and stuff on Pokemon Showdown. And I'm learning how to use that, and I got really into it, making teams and all that kind of stuff, learning when to use Mega Evolutions and all that kind of stuff. So bringing Z moves into it now is a whole new battle. And actually, just a quick thought on the box art. Originally, I was gonna get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just because I like nighttime. And the reason I got Moon in the first place, I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. I stay awake through all godly hours of the night, and I do work. It's currently 12:30 a.m. So this is when I'm recording this video. But actually, I was originally gonna get Ultra Moon. Ultra Moon. Because one, I like the design for Lunala plus Necrozma. I like the logo as well. Blue is also my favorite color, so I was also gonna get that as well. But as you'll see in the next couple of trailers, there makes a strong argument to get both games. And now I've never had both games in a series. I've always gotten one game each. But this time, I'm actually considering getting both. So I am actually getting Pokemon Ultra Sun. The logo Pokemon Ultra Sun looks like the Crest of Courage from Digimon. I know Some people might be like, why the hell are you comparing Pokemon to Digimon? But it does. It looks like the Crest of Courage. I think it's a dope looking design. How they incorporated the black and the original colors to make new logos, which I think is really cool. And also, I dig the design of Necrozma across Solgaleo much better, much more than I dig the Lunala across Necrozma. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I dig them both. I can't really decide. But I thought, because I got the original Moon, I thought I'd get Ultra Sun this time. So that's just my reasoning. But either way, I'm probably just gonna get them both anyway. But for the first playthrough, I have ordered my fan edition of Ultra Sun. I'm gonna pick it up on Friday. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time playing this game. So that's that trailer. We're not gonna go through it again just because it was a Z move. We got to see it all go through once. So now we're gonna check on the third trailer, I do believe. So again, I'm really digging these graphics. I love the Ultra Wormhole type of space. Oh, this is the one we're gonna wait for. Alright. We might go over this a couple times. I love the design. I utterly love the design for Necrozma. Actually, one thing that I never did when I did Pokemon Moon, I finished it so fast because I was just so into the game. The minute I got it like 3 or 4 times. I finished it in about 3 or 4 days just because I rushed through it. And yo, these animatics are amazing. These animatics are dope. Dusk Mane Necrozma and Dusk Wings Necrozma. They both look so good. And I know I said I dig the design for Solgaleo a little bit more, but I have to say, like, these both look super cool. Like, super sick. Yo, look at Lunala's finishing move. And it's got the extra arms. That's so dope. I love how they gave it immune food to beat. Check this out. Yo, doesn't that look like the apparition in Harry Potter? Oh, it's so cool. That's so cool, so cool. Don't worry, we're gonna have a look at this one more time so I can talk more directly about it. It looks like there's an island of Pikachus, which is kind of cool, and there's an Pikachu with an Ash Ketchum hat. We got Ash Greninja in Sun and Moon originally. Special Rockruff for purchasing early. I think I have that, I hope. It's gonna get so Ultra Sun, so I'm gonna get a Rockruff with Fire Fang, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. It just reminds me of the Pucienas that you could get really early game in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that had Thunder Fang or Fire Fang. Oh, it'll only evolve. So that must mean there's special conditions, obviously, for evolving. And then you can... So the one thing that I can't fault Z moves on is the animation. Being a 3D animator myself, especially a 3D modeler, which is what I do for work, I really appreciate and understand the time and effort that it goes into animating these. Oh, so all Rockruffs have the... Oh, that's so cool. And they're unique, so obviously day, night, and dusk. I mean, obviously, right? So, that's dope. And it looks like that trainer interaction is really cool as well, where she closes her hands, and then it attacks. That's really cool. Obviously, the Tapus are going to make a return to this. I don't know how much of a big part of the story that they're going to play, but I also really like the idea of the Tapu Island Guardians. New Ultra Beasts. So I'm going to get into this when I restart this trailer, because I don't have much to say about the Ultra Beasts. I like how the aura flares up and it's red. That's really cool. UB Assembly, not bad. That looks really cool. I like how the Ultra Beasts don't... I've never really discussed the Ultra Beasts with anybody, but the Ultra Beasts obviously come from a different dimension. I think we get to that in the later trailers. But what I really like is how unique the designs are for these. Obviously, all the Pokemon, they're all based on real animals, real things in the real world. It just looks like, so I'm just going to pause that right there. It just looks like the Ultra Beasts are a little bit different. They're based on God knows what. Obviously, they each have their individual origins, but the design-wise, it doesn't look like they're based on animals or this or that or this. Their body structure and everything is so unique. It's so unique that it looks cool, and I think it works. I'm still not. I haven't done the post-game storyline for the Ultra Beasts in the original games, so I need to do that before I can actually do a proper discussion about how I feel about the Ultra Beasts. At this point, to me, because I don't know much about them, all I know is that they came through the Ultra Wormhole. They had a fight with the Takus of each island and the Kahunas, which was in the previous movies, previous games, and to me, they just seem like legendaries. They just seem like legendaries for this region. I know Solgaleo and Lunala and Nebi are all, Cosmo, sorry, the legendaries for this region, but it just feels like how in all the other games, like say Black and White 2, you had the Swords of Justice Pokemon, Cobalion, Terrakion, and the other two, sorry, I can't, the names don't run off my head. And then in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, you had Asleaf, Uxie, and Mesprit as the Lake Guardians, and then you had the Landry, Tornadus, Thunderous, Landorus. Like you have them, like the same way you have Entei, Raikou, Suicune, and Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno. This is why I'm not good at the Pokemon, because I can't name things off the top of my head. Which you guys will find out when I upload the Pokemon quiz trailer. Anyway, so it just seems like it's that. It's just extra legendary Pokemon to find. I like the idea of the Ultra Beast Balls. They're all really, really cool. Like, I think the Gen 7 came out with a whole bunch of new things that I think is really, really original. And it gives a new spin to the Pokemon franchise. But we're going to play this again because I want to talk about the designs of Duskmane and the other one, Knight. I'll figure it out. So, first of all, Necrozma's design is absolutely boss. First of all, the all black is always a bonus for me. The fact that it has massive claws, I think is really, really cool. I like the fact that it's a psychic type. I kind of wish it was a dual typing as well. And this animation is so good. Just the claws coming in and the lights coming out of the claws like it's about to absorb the energy is really cool. I'm going to pause it right there. And I love this. I love how, obviously it's going to be done this way, but how one version is light, one version is blue. It's so, so good. Again, coming from a completely 3D standpoint, which is what I am, and it's the only way I know how to analyze this kind of stuff. The amount of work that had to go into all the 3D modeling, the rigging, everything for both of them is incredible. So we'll keep going. I can probably keep talking without stopping. And the designs. Okay, so the designs for these two Pokemon, both look absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the black highlights. I love how you still have the color scheme of Solgaleo and Lunala underneath. It just looks like they've been taken over by a robot, which is essentially what it is. This is essentially, a lot of people were predicting Pokemon fusions beforehand, and essentially this is just what's happened. It's essentially what happened with Kyurem and Zekrom and Reshiram. In Pokemon Black 2, White 2, you had the option to fuse them together. I'm just curious if you can separate them. That's my big question. And the one reason I really, really like, okay, I'm not going to say this. I don't like one more than the other. I like the fact that Duskmane Necrozma looks like a Zoid. It looks exactly like a Zoid. And this is my thing from the other one. Lunala looks like a Zoid as well. Its wings are exactly the same way as some of the Dragon Zoids that you used to see. The wings, the curved, full arc wings are really cool. So I'm almost going to think that's where they got their inspiration from. I love the extra hands that are coming out. Obviously, the main design point of Necrozma was the massive hands that it used for absorbing light or energy or whatever, and I like the fact that they incorporated that into the design. I also like the fact that it's interesting. You see Necrozma's eyes on Solgaleo, they're blue, whereas on Lunala they're red. It gives it's interesting how that works. In some sense, you know, there's always the idea of the blood red moon, where the moon just turns completely red. So when something bad is about to happen, I think we've shown bits of where Necrozma is completely red in the background. But I really like that homage to that, especially with the Lunala design. The Solgaleo design just looks so much more robotic. It looks streamlined, like it's supposed to run fast. Obviously, we'll see in the trailers coming on that Solgaleo he gallops. There's animations of him running, and I think it looks completely amazing, absolutely amazing. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Actually, I don't really want to skip ahead a little bit because I want to see these things again. I love the Necrozma symbol, how that's still there. I love the hands again. The hands again are a big part of both of these Pokemon, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I also love how they just used a Mewtwo. They're like, it's a Mewtwo, let's just get rid of it. This as well, it seems to be a fight between Necrozma, Lunala, and Solgaleo, and I love. Let's just go back a little bit here, back to the start of this. Let's just go back a bit, and I love this animation. I hope we see more of it because it looks amazing. Again, the amount of effort they put in for the animation is ridiculous, and you just can't deny the amount of effort that is. We saw the exclusive Pikachu with the Ash Ketchum hat. Obviously, there's an island of Pikachu, so obviously Pikachu being the mascot, you have to, you automatically assume that it's going to be in here. I'm surprised they didn't give Pikachu in a Alolan form. Obviously, they gave it to Raichu, and obviously just incentives to buy the game, I guess. So obviously I'm getting a rock off of the Lens Fire fans. I'm happy about it, to be honest. And it's only going to evolve, and we have the new Z move. So again, I know I'm going to keep harping on about this just because it's the animation style, but the amount that goes into it is ridiculous. When Sun and Moon were first being released, they released a wireframe of a Pokemon being made, and it looked like it was being made in Maya, which is one of the softwares that I use to create my 3D on a day-to-day basis. Hang on, I just want to go back to this. I just want to go back to this, and we're gonna stop this right here. Look at the poses, yeah. Look at the poses between the two. This is why I'll give a negative for why Dusk Lycanroc should not exist. The pose is exactly the same as the day form, as the midday form, whereas the midnight form is completely unique. So I think this is the one thing that might be a letdown with the evolutions, is because they didn't do anything too unique with the new evolution. It looks the same as one of them, it just looks like they combined them too. I also have to point out that its eyes do turn red when it attacks. So that's my thoughts on those two. And I already gave my thoughts on the Ultra Beasts. So we're gonna move on to the next trailer. This is the first time I've ever done a discussion video, by the way. The Island Challenge is... So we got some new... So obviously, we're not doing gyms again, and I think that's one of the most things I enjoyed about Pokemon Sun and Moon, is that we didn't have... They changed the dynamic of having to go, whoa! Hang on. I'll come back to it. So it looks like some of the trials are going to be mainly the same. When I first watched this, I was like, who is she? Apparently, Mina is the fairy captain in the very first games. It looks like she might have a much harder trial this time around. Obviously, we have the same two companions again. Lily looks a little bit different from the first games. And Hao, obviously, the exact same. But he looks angry, man. Hao looks angry. I kind of wish our main character looked more like Hao. Oh, there's more than 400 new Pokemon. Not bad. Obviously, we get version exclusives. Ultrasun's gonna have Houndoom. I'm not too bad. I've never been the biggest fan of Manectric anyway. And they're all a photo club, so not... A couple of features that I'm not too, like, overly hyped about. The photo club's great, but I've never been one for taking photos of me and my Pokemon. Although it could be really cool. Especially if I play this game, like, properly this time. Like, take my time to go through it. And actually take photos with my Pokemon, which is kind of cool. It really... I guess what this gives is... People always wish that Pokemon were real in real life. And with the advancements of the augmented reality of Pokemon Go and all that kind of such, this kind of helps it a little bit more. And I think some of the photos that these guys are doing, they look dope. It's another way that Pokemon is making stuff interactive, which is the way it's evolving and changing. It's kind of the throwback to how we always post photos with our pets and stuff on Instagram, and they kind of incorporated that into our game. Now this is a feature I saw a while ago, the Pokemon writing. And obviously this, oh wow. That's so cool! That's so cool! That's really awesome. Again, from a 3D animation perspective, this looks awesome, but I don't think this serves too much purpose. If this is what I heard, and you can actually surf between islands instead of the Charizard fly, that looks so much cooler. And the fact that you have to ride a Mantine, like, I'm less concerned about it being a Mantine rather than it could be any other Pokemon. So let's go back to the very start where I just went through this. So we got the trials again. It looks like we have a new trial site full of Sudowoodos, Electric Trial. This looks cool. This is like a steel Vikavolt. That is dope. But it looks, if you can see, it has that bit of rope just above it. I'm going to put my mouse on here. I know I shouldn't. But you can see that rope there that looks even cooler. And it looks like a Pokemon skin. Obviously, we've got same things again. And again, one of the things I really enjoyed about Sun and Moon is the change in dynamic from the gyms. We've got so many games where it's just gym after gym after gym after gym. And a lot of people didn't know how they were going to react to the new island challenges, especially in the original games. But I, for one, really like them. Okay, so this whole trailer is about new Z moves. I really liked it. I really liked the island challenge. I like the fact that Kahunas are there. They act like gym leaders. Strength of Necrozma's new form. Interesting. So Dustman, Psychic Steel. Wow. That's really cool. Psychic Ghost. Okay. Okay. So all the trailers we've seen so far are all based on Z moves. Woo! No, these aren't Z moves. They're just new moves. It's very cool. I have to... Obviously, I give props where props are due. The animation is amazing. And a lot of the time, I think people will take that for granted. Especially a lot of people take that for granted in general now. When it comes out with movies and all that kind of stuff. I think it just... The amount of effort that goes into it. Having worked on feature films in the past, I've worked on 2 feature films this year. I wish people would not take for granted how much effort goes into these films, how much stress and everything that the artists are actually on to get the stuff done. Yo, these look dope. These look so dope. We're almost reaching 30 minutes on these trailer reviews. I wanted to give my obvious thoughts, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. So I want you guys to comment below what you guys are hyped for Ultra Sun and Moon. If you like these discussion videos, I'm planning on doing a whole lot more. I want to do a whole bunch of movie reviews and such like that. So if you guys are enjoying this, please give me a like. Don't give me a like. If you want to give it a like, give it a like. If you want to give it a dislike, go ahead. If you absolutely hate my voice and everything, that's totally fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. But these are amazing. Obviously, Gigalith is actually one of my favorite rock-type Pokemon, and its shiny is amazing. But again, just the animation quality with these Z moves looks so dope. Menacing Moonrays Maelstrom. That's so cool. Why did they go from Gigalith to Mimikyu? Oh, look at it. I love the wormhole. The ultra wormhole that opens for the move. And I love how it just chucks it out into space, or ultra space, or whatever it's called. It just looks absolutely amazing. I think these guys went up and beyond doing this. I also think it's overkill for a Mimikyu, but damn. All the beams converging into one. That's so cool. That's so cool. And it's in ultra space, which is absolutely awesome. I kind of wish, like, this is what bugs me about this, is that the Pokemon just have their normal fainting action. I wish they would have an overreaction, you know, like an actual, like, getting blown back type thing. But it's just the same reaction. If you put so much effort into a Z move, why not put effort into the death or the fainting or the reaction or the Pokemon to a Z move, not just actually reacting like you're hurt, but a proper reaction. I know that does a lot. Gain new items using Rotom and Water. I was about to say Loto. Rotom Loto. It's Lotto. That's cool. So it kind of acts like Mr. Power in X and Y, where he gave you the powers to do hatching or leveling or getting friends. That's really cool. I actually really always liked the Rotom Pokedex. I'm still curious because I haven't had a Rotom in Sun and Moon. Rotom has a Z power. That's dope. Ah, friendship support. Okay, so you can give Z power to a. Ah, you can. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, so not much else to say on that one. I like Rotom. I like the Rotom Pokedex. It's like a new version of Mr. Power originally. Oh no, sorry, Mr. Bonding originally. So this is the one I saw that I was so hyped up on. I know this is super slow, but so you see this a lot with oh come on. I love the thing that says game footage is not final. I love the so this type of stuff you see in like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts type thing. Those type of games where the cutscenes are super, super detailed. And they're like, they look really, really realistic and everything like that. And then you see the gameplay and it's a little bit more like game-ish. This is what I'm getting. Oh, hello. So it wants to steal all of Alola's light. I wonder who that guy is. That's so cool. And I'm digging it. See, the detail versus of Necrozma versus this one makes it look so much more badass when you see it. Notice we get more fight scenes here with sort of the apparition type thing, and this is so dope. Can you imagine just being on that altar and watching these mons fight and you just blown out of the way? A couple more Ultra Beasts. We saw these already. We saw these Ultra Beasts already. Ooh. These are probably the same Ultra Beasts that we see in previous games, but it looks like there's just a lot more to it. It's so cool. Oh wow, what is that? It looks like a new, like a platform in the middle of Ultra Space. Whoa, what is going on? Very ominous. It's very ominous. Whoa! So Gladian, Macy. She looks like she's had a change of heart since. And this is what I told you about before. The galloping, and oh, this looks like the way to you like get to explore Ultra Space. Whoa, it's so cool. And now we're back to the really super detailed Necrozma. It's so good. I feel like this should have been the first trailer for Sun and Moon. That looks so good. There's so many questions I want answered. Where's that space in Ultra Space? What is happening when we're riding Necrozma and Lunala? Both versions of Solgaleo and Lunala. And, oh, that was unbelievable. Now this, everybody and their mothers was hyped about this. The return of Team Rocket. And they're now renamed Rainbow Rocket, which I think is so cool. Homage again to the Gen 1 games. So it looks like they're the evil team. That's so cool. That's so cool. That palace looks so dope. Okay, let's stop here. Let's just stop here. He has a Mewtwo. Giovanni has a Mewtwo. And that, if you guys have not seen the very first movie, Giovanni is the one that created Mewtwo. Spoiler alert. The very first movie in which Giovanni created Mewtwo, and there was even an episode in the anime where Gary Oak faced Mewtwo, and I think that's so dope that they brought that back. Let's keep going. I love the red. I love the red. The whole red room. It looks like it's Illuminisi's tank where she kept everything. I love the Rainbow Rocket. Whoa! We get all of the leaders. All the leaders are back and they look dope, especially with the 3D sprites as well. The 3D sprites look amazing. Whoa. Yo, this trailer has so much. The Battle agency. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, you can borrow legendary Pokemon. That's really cool. This is dope. This is really dope. So it's just I guess like the battle tree from the last game, where you can fight people throughout the ages. Rare items. What do you mean rare items? Oh, hello, Raikou. This looks like there's gonna be a whole lot of totem stickers. Okay. Color me intrigued. Okay, so these things called totem stickers, okay. I've only watched this trailer once, so I'm not really sure what they... Totem-sized Pokemon! That's so cool! I mean, obviously there's going to be a limited amount of totem Pokemon that you can get, but that is really, really cool. Having a Pokemon that are different sizes, that is a really cool concept. The island scan's back. I remember using this. I've been using that very recently. Cool, the island scan. A really good idea, I do believe. Ah, the Ultra Wormholes. Interesting. So this is going to act like the Hoopa rings in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where you can find legendary Pokemon in these Ultra Wormholes. That's cool. I like that idea. I like that idea. It's, again, bringing everything back into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And it looks like they went all out. These are all the legendaries that are available in the games. It's like legendary hunting is a thing now. That's cool. How it came through the like dimensional thing. That's so dope. I'm gonna have some fun legend hunting. They even have Yveltal and Xerneas. I like it. There's even something for Zygarde too. But I like how Zygarde was in a cave, not necessarily the Ultra Wormhole. There's Mega Evolutions. Oh god. Mewtwo X and Y. So Mega Evolutions are making a comeback in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That's cool. That's really dope. I don't think I've seen this 3D sprite for Reshiram and Zekrom, because I didn't hunt them in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I don't think I've ever seen them. But I think that looks so cool. Check it out. That trailer was hype, man. That trailer was good. I really, really like that trailer. I have no thoughts. I'm blown away. I like the idea of the totem Pokemon. I love the idea of Team Rocket coming back, and I love just everything. It was awesome, absolutely awesome. So this is the latest trailer that dropped recently. Mimikyu's exclusive Z form. So a lot of debates come out about what Mimikyu looks like under the thing. Obviously, I do like the Z poses. They're kind of cool. But I like, this is the first Z move I've seen where the Pokemon actually comes around, and it's based on how Mimikyu just wants to have love, and I really, really like that. Let's snuggle forever. That's so good. Ah, this is cool. I love how it's a Tyranitar too. It's just looking around like, nah, I don't give. Tyranitar can't be asked. Stress now. Oh, that's so creepy. Mimikyu is actually, I think, is a really, really cool Pokemon. I think it's a really cool concept. Its background is really cool. And I think that the fact that the Z move has interaction with the trainer, where Mimikyu looks to the trainer before it attacks, I think is really cool. That's really cool. I love how it throws it back to the other side too. That's really cool. I've said that's really cool about 700 times right now. But doing these, I think that's all of them. I do believe that's all the trailers that we have. Just going to go back to my page. I do believe those are all the trailers that we have to view. I am just going to go back to this Team Rocket one. I'm going to let it play in the background just whilst I give my final thoughts. Sun and Moon coming out this weekend. This week, sorry, in about, it's Tuesday now, it's 4 days away. It's going to be super cool. I think there's a lot of I think the story is supposed to be the biggest one yet. The amount of stuff that you can do is the biggest one yet. There's a bunch of stuff we've seen in these trailers that I've seen in other videos doing the trailer discussions that I haven't covered, because I'm just covering the trailers that are shown on the main channel, the Pokemon channel, the main Pokemon channel. I'm going to leave this playlist in the description below if you guys want to go check out all these trailers yourself. Obviously they have their own music, they have their own themes, they have their own everything. Obviously I just can't play them for copyright issues. I'm really hyped. I hope Team Skull is still in there, because I really enjoyed trouncing Team Skull in the first one, and I actually really like the concept of Team Skull. But there are other things that I've seen where you travel to the homeworld of Ultra Beasts through the Ultra Wormholes, which is what the whole running with Solgaleo and Lunala was, between those two dimensions, and you actually get to encounter the Ultra Beasts in their own habitat, which I thought was a really cool idea. Also the legendaries. Apparently it's not just legendary, like you go through the wormhole and there's the legendary. I heard rumors that the legendaries actually have their own environment, their own cutscenes, all that kind of stuff, which makes things even better, because I feel like legendaries lose their purpose when you just encounter them in the wild. I feel like there's something that you have to do before you can get a legendary encounter. Like in Ruby Sapphire, you had to actually unlock the Regis, and I thought that was really cool. You had to have certain Pokemon in your party, you had to figure out a puzzle, you had to do all that kind of stuff, which I think is it makes it so much more fun playing the game, because that's how it would be in real life. Like, you just don't run into the Pokemon like, oh, it's there. No, you have to follow a map, or you have to follow theories and ideas, read things, all that kind of stuff. It's like a treasure. It's like a treasure map. You gotta follow the rules, do certain things to find the treasure. It's that adventure, and I really like that concept. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Those are all the trailers that I've watched. I haven't watched anything else. I haven't watched any leaks. I haven't watched anything else like that. The one thing I did watch is that I was told there weren't going to be any new Alolan forms, which kind of bums me out. We're also probably obviously not getting any new Mega Evolutions, which is kind of sort of annoying, because that's what we always want. We want new stuff from new games. But I'm still really hyped for these games. Obviously when I play through these games, I'm going to do an all Alolan team. And I'm going to try and use a whole lot of Pokemon that I haven't used before, because that's what I like to do, especially in these channels. So yeah, this is going to go up tonight, hopefully, if I can get it edited and done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to know your thoughts and comments on the new games. Leave them in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel and you're checking this out, welcome. Again, my name is Spectre Lobo for short. I'm going to leave the current playlist that we're doing on the channel down below. We're playing through our Heart Gold randomized Nuzlocke, so that is a lot of fun. It's the first Let's Play that's ever gone on the channel, and in about, I think, the weekend after, so Ultra Sun and Moon are coming out on Friday. On Monday, we're going to be launching our Pokemon White randomized Nuzlocke. And we're going to be doing that all while I'm playing Ultra Sun and Moon. So my life is just going to be a whole bunch of Pokemon for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to be purchasing a Switch really soon. I'm definitely going to be getting Pokemon Tournament. If I can get that up on the channel, it's going to be lots of crazy amounts of fun. Again, thank you guys for so much for watching. I know this is going to be a long discussion video, because I'm going through all of the trailers and I talk a lot. I tend to ramble. I should have split this up. But hey, what can you do? Thank you guys for watching again. I've been Spectre Lobo. I hope you guys are hyped for Sun and Moon just like I am, and I'll see you in the next video.